my pleasure to be here to share my experience. My topic is fractal and bionics-based structure of gas sensors. This is my content, and my topic will focus on the new structure of electrode and the substrate of gas sensor based on fractal bionics. I don't know why there is no progress of my PPT in the YouTube, but why no?
I can see the top page of your presentation file.
But just the first the cover of my PPT. No,
Yes.
but in my laptop we have the second or three pages.
Oh, really? So once could you close the PowerPoint and restart the file?
I don't know why. There is some problem. Yes. Maybe I was.
Now
Okay,
I can
yeah.
see. Now I can
Okay,
see.
yeah. Okay, I just go this way maybe.
Okay.
So, yeah, the motivation. So as we know, animals have olfaction of high sensitivity. For example, the mouse. Sometimes they are adorable because they have contributed great to our medical experiment, and such as they can be used in the mine detection, and also some disease detection. Also, for the COVID-19 and for the non-cancer detection. And there are growing demands for high sensitivity gas sensors. And I think there is a key requirement on the sensor, LOD or sensitivity. It should be in the level of ppb or even less. The key component of electronic loss is gas sensors. And there are many challenges in gas sensors, such as interference, low sensitivity, discrepancy, and so on. So my topic will focus on the low sensitivity issue. First, the main factors which determine the sensitivity of gas sensors includes gas sensing material and its category, microstructure, and morphology. Also, some people has fabricated the microstructure based on fractal geometry. It's in the level of microstructure material, such as triangle, the Sierpinski triangle. And also, many people has studied the relationship between microstructural fractal dimension and the sensitivity. So the second factor which influences the sensitivity of the gas sensor is the structure of gas sensor, which includes electrode structure and its material, the substrate structure, and the device configuration. So my topic will be focused on the first two issues. For the gas sensor structure, there are many, such as cylindrical structure, planar structure, and cantilever structure, and some other structures. So the new structure of electrode and substrate of gas sensor based on fractal and bionics, which we proposed, will be introduced below. First, I will give a brief introduction to fractal geometry. Here are some typical fractal geometry, such as Sierpinski triangle, Cohen snowflake, Hilbert space filling curve, both for 2D and 3D, and also for the blood vessel distribution of kidney and lung. They have the fractal geometry structure. So the remarkable feature of fractal geometries includes larger surface area, per unit volume than traditional geometries. More uniform structure, such as the space fading curve, both for 2D and 3D, and they have enhanced the transport and diffusion pathways for gas and liquids, such as our lung and the kidney. The cohesive flake is one of the fractal geometry, which have infinite perimeter theoretically, but the area is finite. We can say that the area of this geometry is less than the area of the square, and we can use this as a bottom of the cube to make a shape of the gas sensor, and which have the infinite lateral area. So this is one calculator based on Hilbert space fading curve proposed by other people, and it has been found that the capacity will be 2 times of the traditional one, or even more big. So second is the application of fractal geometry in gas sensor structure, which we proposed. And first, the fractal geometry structure and the surface to volume ratio has been studied by us, and we found that the fractal structure, geometry structure, has much bigger surface to volume ratio than traditional geometric one. This is the first fractal geometry-based electrode of gas sensor which we made. And we compared the Hilbert space fading curve and the interdigital electrodes. This is the gas sensor we have made. It includes the substrate, heater, fractal electrode, and the gas sensing film. This is the photo of the gas sensor. And this is a test platform. And also we have made some simulation. And we have found that the electric field intensity of the fractal geometry is much higher than traditional interdigital one. And also the magnitude of our proposed sensor are much higher than traditional one. And this is another fractal geometry-based substrates of gas sensor we proposed. And we use the cohesive flake as the bottom of the cube. And with this kind of fiber sensors. And we found its magnitude is much higher than traditional interdigital one. Also, we have proposed another olfactory turbulent-based bioair substrate of gas sensors. This is an array of sensors. It is made of 2 layers. One layer is for the sensing electrode. Another layer is the heating electrodes. Both layers for the electrodes we made based on the fractal geometry. That is the Hilbert space. And we compared it with the planar one. Of course, we use the simplified form. That's just a spiral form instead of the complicated olfactory turbulent form. So we found that the pressure distribution of the spiral is more uniform than planar one. And here is a fabricated process. This is the modulation of the temperature of the gas sensor. And these are the test results. Both includes the waveform and also the classification results. And we also found that the results is much better than traditional geometry one. The last one is the dog olfactory turbulate, based on bionic substrate of gas sensor, which is a 3D but a single sensor. We strictly mimic the form of the olfactory turbulate of a dog, like this one. And we compared it with the traditional cylindrical one. Also, we made the simulation for the surface adsorbed concentration during the response phase. And we found that the response is much better than traditional one. These are the material and fabrication process. And these are the test results. So, summary. First, either material or animal or factory turbulate has fractal geometry characters which influence the superficial area and accordingly the sensitivity of gas sensors. Second, the electrode and substrate based on fractal geometry or olfactory turbulate have better sensitivity or limit of detection than traditional cylindrical or planar structured gas sensors. Our future work will include sensitivity, selectivity, and stability, and fast response. So here is another information about the conference which will be held next year in China, Chongqing. And Chongqing is the most celebrated city in China right now, and is the top one for night sailing. So welcome to Chongqing. Thanks for your attention. Okay.
Thank you very much, Professor Fengchun Tian. Now the session is open for discussion. Any questions from audience? If you have questions, please write down in the chat window on YouTube channel.
It seems no question.
Then I'd like to ask you one question.
Okay.
What is the time resolution of the sensor you developed?
You mean the time response,
yes.
speed? Yeah. I so far for the time and both for the simulation and speed, we found it's take short time, much shorter time than traditional one. But it's not the we don't focus on this issue. So I think sometimes either it depends on the structure of the substrate, or it's dependent on the material. So far we only found that it's better than traditional one, not the best speed, not so fast. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, thanks. So now the time is up. Thank you very much, Professor Fengchun Tian.
Thank you.